My dear students, welcome back to online moral science class. We will go through chapter 4, part 2, exploring the seas. Let us continue the lesson. In this lesson, we learned about the Spanish explorer of 15th century, Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus born to a wool weaver and he could not go to school like other kids. But in the childhood, he wants to become very famous and he wants to conduct voyages. So he approached the King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella to give him permission to conduct the voyages. And he has to wait for 8 years to convince the royals to give him permission to conduct the voyage. At last, he started his first trip with 3 ships. The first ship is Nina, captained by Vincent Yanes Vincent. The second one is Pinta, captained by Martin Alonso Pinzon. And the last one is Santa Maria, captained by Columbus himself. They set the voyage on August 3rd, 1492 from Spain. We will go through the rest of chapter. Columbus set his sail on August 3rd, 1492. Firstly, he reached in San Salvador on October 11, 1492. Then he reached Cuba. He thought it should be China. Again he traveled and discovered Hispaniola. Now it is known as Haiti. He traveled further and reached Cuba, which he thought to be China. When he reached Cuba, he thought that it should be China. They traveled further west and discovered Hispaniola, which is now known as Haiti and Dominican Republic. So again he continued his travel and again reached a new place called Hispaniola. Now the place is known as Haiti and Dominican Republic. The Santa Maria wrecked near Haiti on their return journey. But on the way back to their home country, the ship which was sailed by Columbus wrecked. Santa Maria wrecked near Haiti on their return journey. The captain of the Pinta sailed off, though he was aware of the shipwreck. Columbus reached Spain in the Nina on March 15th, 1493 and was accorded as a heroic welcome. On the way back to their home country, Santa Maria wrecked and they continued the journey on Nina. And they reached in 1493. They have conducted 1 year long journey. After a period of 1 year, they reached back to their home country and they were welcomed by everyone. They received a heroic welcome. The second trip, Columbus' second expedition started on September 25th, 1493 with 17 ships and about 1,500 crews. See, the second journey started in 1493 with a crew of 17 ships and 1,500 people. The first trip was conducted with 90 members in 3 ships, but the second journey was with 17 ships with a crew of 1,500 people. He established a base in Hispaniola. The island of Dominica was discovered during this expedition. The crew returned to Spain on June 11, 1496. So, this journey continued for a period of 3 years, and they found a new place called Island of Dominica, and they could establish a base in Hispaniola. The third trip. It was during the third expedition started on May 30th, 1498, that he set foot on the mainland of America. Before reaching the mainland, he had discovered Trinidad. On the third trip, he started his expedition on May 30th in 1498, and he reached in the mainland of America. Before reaching the mainland, he had discovered Trinidad. The fourth trip. The fourth and final expedition began on May 9, 1502. This journey, they sailed to Mexico, Honduras, Panama, and Jamaica. On his fourth trip, he found Mexico, Honduras, Panama, and Jamaica. His 13-year-old son Ferdinand also joined him in the voyage. Christopher Columbus died in the midst of the voyage on May 20th, 1506, and was buried in the Dominican Islands. When did he die? Christopher Columbus died in the midst of the voyage on May 20th, 1506, and he was buried in the Dominican Islands. Columbus didn't become rich as he hoped in his childhood, although the motive of his sealess sea journeys was sheer selfish desire for becoming rich. The saga of his life remains an inspiration for every one of us. In fact, Columbus started his journey to become rich, but he could not become rich, even though he had conducted so many expeditions that will become a good inspiration for everyone. Columbus wants to become rich, but he could not become a rich person. But his expeditions inspired a lot of people to achieve their dreams.
My dear students, the second part of the chapter Exploring the Seas ended here. We will go through the question and answers in the next part. Now you have to go through the lesson carefully. The lesson is interesting as well as informative. Have a great day.